Oh, the thing ended. I apologize. I was not trying to go live. I had a 4 minute buffer there, and I was getting stuff ready. So I apologize for the dead air. How are you all today? Uh, let's see. Let's see who we got here. I see Max Lab, see Sheila, see Sege, see Selena. I see Star. I see Joelle, Roy, Dee, Kathy, Poodle Lady, Stacy, Linda Carter. Oh, Linda, she made it. Welcome. she always gets mad when she misses. Uh, Ginger, I'm sorry if I missed it. Belinda, sorry if I missed anyone. Having me some Hofbrau Oktoberfest. So, there's been some developments, and I will not be doing a stream in the morning. So, because of that, is why. Oh, my thing is. No, it's not crooked. My camera, I think, is crooked. Is it? Oh, well. Something's off. Don't know what it is. Good evening. Oh, you got your t-shirt. Oh, that is so awesome. Good to see, my pretty. Okay, don't roll down. I took you outside. Oh, it's the kitty. The dog wants to get on the bed, and the kitty's laying on the little thing that she uses to jump up. Well, you can jump up from the side. You don't need the kitty to move. Drama with the children. Okay. Speaking of drama, there is drama. So, there are people out there. For those of you who are on some of the What the Hell's Facebook groups, you may have seen a fun little thing I did today where I was showing that my hands were empty. No papers were served to me. Those who are saying that I was served, debunked. I was not served. And what's funny is they dox everyone on the suit on Slug's Live. Really? So Slug is back in the game. Slug is back doxing people again. Very, very interesting. I will be getting. I see you guys talking about the new motion. I will be getting into that. Okay. But yeah, they said that I was served today, and they said it was over the call that I made. Okay. So I'll help you out here a little bit. If I'm being charged, which is what that suggestion is, I would not be served with any papers. There would be just a warrant put out for my arrest. That's what would happen. I'm hearing a noise. I know what it is. But yeah, so it's just a little bit distracting. My apologies. So yeah, if I were being charged for making that call, and trust me, Levy County, they're not in any effort to charge anybody. That's what I'll just say about that. They're not looking to charge anyone. Oh, there was one thing I did want to do. See, it threw me off with that video ending sooner than what I expected. I was setting all my stuff up, getting it all put out there, and yep, not everything was good. So let me do this. Boom. Okay, and we are good. So yeah, so they said I was going to be served. If I was going to be charged, they wouldn't serve me. They would just put a warrant out for my arrest. They would let the local sheriff's department here know, and that sheriff's department would make the choice if they're going to execute the warrant or not, or just wait for me to get pulled over or anything like that. Yeah, I was not served any paperwork. Now, I could be served a lawsuit. A lawsuit is not charges. I don't know who would be serving me a lawsuit. However, there are some frivolous lawsuits going. So those frivolous lawsuits, I'm sure they could probably, lump me in on that. I'm kind of feeling a little bit left out. Not gonna lie. It's a little bit unfair for them to not include me. I'm sure Bruce wants to. He's not, because I already mentioned the anti-SLAPP to him. And yeah, he doesn't. He knows if he were to do that, I could immediately file here in California an anti-SLAPP lawsuit and against him, and he would be liable for that lawsuit. Spawn is here, but not in the mood. No one mess with Spawn. So yeah, I have not been served with any papers of any type of lawsuit. So debunked on that. I need to get debunked on here. Maybe, I wonder if Jeremy would be okay with me clipping him yelling debunked. These fools should be charged with making up these crazy theories. I think a couple of them are going to get charges for some of the stuff that they're doing. They're definitely going to get lawsuits. Drinking my Hofbrauhaus Oktoberfest. I like German Pilsners the most. Mike, it's on the L Court docket. What are you talking about, Tim? What's on the Levy Court docket? They want to get a crazy lady in Florida off YouTube. They just added more years ago. Yeah, I want to get some debunked stuff. So I was going to come on tonight just to go through, there's a federal motion out there. And I was going to come live tonight just to go through that. But then the stuff hit about this other lawsuit. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the new lawsuit first. First, we'll take care of business, then we'll move to old business. How's that sound? Using Robert's rules. I don't want my microphone getting in the way here. Levy County Bubbles lawsuit. I believe there are more charges coming over others who they mentioned. Who mentioned? What are you talking about, Gecko? Up late, are we? I'm on the West Coast. This is not late. It's 8:07 for me. So this is not late for me. However, I'm not doing a stream in the morning. So if you are watching and you want to go to bed, you can go to bed and watch this in the morning. I'll still be just as appreciative. Angie says, Skipper, I think you're next. With a lawsuit? Good. California has an anti-SLAPP law. I would love to have a counter lawsuit. Love it. I would, especially when it's one where it's so blatant. Like, all this is designed to stop people from talking about her, but all it does is encourage people to talk about her.
It makes me upset. It makes me have anxiety. It triggers me in other ways, and I cannot deal with it.
They read it on Two Fleas. Well, good for them. What is an anti-SLAPP law? Anti-SLAPP law is it's a law that pretty much says that if you are filing a lawsuit, with the intent of silencing someone because, there's now a lawsuit and, I can't talk about it because there's a lawsuit, and that's smart. If that's your goal, because places here in California, and there were companies who they would just file frivolous lawsuits just to get people to stop them from talking. And then right when the lawsuit would get dropped, they would file another one. Again, it was designed mainly attacking journalists, trying to get them to shut up and not talk about stuff. You're a bloody idiot, Mike. You talk absolutely crap. Okay, well, thank you for being here. I appreciate the views. I appreciate the support. Thank you for supporting this idiot. That's one thing I will not disagree with you. I will absolutely call myself an idiot. But yeah, so anti-SLAPP is it's to prevent lawsuits that are their only goal isn't to have a lawsuit and have people be able to get some type of relief or adjudication. It's all about silencing people from talking about it. Much like the Barbara Streisand, that she didn't want people to see her house, so she was suing people to have the picture taken down. All I encouraged was people to go up, but a bunch of states passed anti-SLAPP lawsuits, and pretty much what that says is it's more a warning to the lawyers, like, do not bring these type of actions, because if you bring these type of actions, there's now remedy to have a judge. If I bring a counter anti-SLAPP lawsuit, they're gonna. Here we go. Get ready, Mike. Hope you got deep pockets. Okay. Okay. Again, I'm hoping for a lawsuit. You want to know why? Because if I do an anti-SLAPP lawsuit, it makes the judge to determine if the original lawsuit has merit on its face, prima facie, on its face. If it does not have merit on its face, it gets dismissed, and then we start talking about damages for the anti-SLAPP lawsuit. And that is not just on the client, but also on the attorney. So the attorneys are also liable. So that pretty much it says, no, don't tell Malksta to stop. Let Malksta go. I appreciate every time Malksta makes one of these stupid comments right here, like this one. Every time Malksta makes these comments, I'll happily throw him up and address him. I'm not gonna fight with the haters. Again, I'm monetizing him. Every time she, I don't know, makes a comment, that's just telling YouTube this is a popular video and needs to be put in front of more people. Please hate away in the comments. Hate away. I've got people here who are my moderators. They know what my rules are. If they want to get banned, they'll break those rules. I got the kitty in front of me, Conspiracy Kitty, making an appearance tonight. No, Max Lab, don't put them in timeout unless they start attacking people, personally attacking people. That's my rule. Don't personally attack people. They can attack me all they want. They can. I don't care about that. BM is a joke. Oh, absolutely. This is insane. These LP morons are not helping her in any way. Yeah, they're not helping her in any way, but they're making it much worse for her. Absolutely they are. Absolutely they are. So I'm just waiting. And here's the other thing about California. I'm in California. Everyone knows I'm in California. Other states, you have to file in that state. Guess what? The Ninth Circuit Court is a special court. It does not like to give power up for anything. So that's why, you have places like Facebook and YouTube that have rules in their terms of service that say, if you are going to sue, you have to sue in our district. So not every, like, if you tried to sue, say, in like Texas, that ain't gonna fly. They're gonna be like, no, you have to go to if I were to sue them, I would have to go to their home state where they are and sue in their jurisdiction. California, pretty much all of the Ninth Circuit, California, Hawaii, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Utah, Nevada, Arizona, all the Ninth Circuit states, guess what? We can sue here And Ninth Circuit Court is not going to dismiss it, and they're not going to move it to another jurisdiction. Just not going to happen. So I then become, I can file it locally, which means I don't have to fly all over the country. I can just drive down the street to my local court. The people that I'd be filing against in other states have to travel here. They have to travel here to appear. So it makes it very, very convenient for me. Stormtroopers having some fun with Malksta. That's okay. That's okay. So yeah, I'm saying I dare you to file a case. You're lying, dude. They can file in Florida because you called the Florida C. Oh, they can file in Florida. Yeah, they can. Well, no. All they can do in Florida is charge me. They're saying that's a crime. So if they file, what are they going to sue me for? I mean, they can try, but again, I'll do my anti-SLAPP lawsuit here in California. I will, and it's not going to get moved to Florida. Trust me on this. The Ninth Circuit Court has been a pain in the ass, especially, again, just look at YouTube, Facebook. I'm trying to think what other. Twitter used to do it, but now they're now X and they've moved to Texas. So yeah, that's why they write those things, because they know they're going to get favorable judges here. That's why they do it. So, I mean, if they want to play the lawsuit game with me, oh, okay, we can play. I see we've got Deanna in the chat. Welcome. Filing was in good faith. No, the call was in good faith, so it wasn't a crime. And no one is going to... if the Levy County sheriffs are going to charge me, like I dare you to. It's going to take them so much effort for a case that they'll never have a jury. They'll never find a jury to convict me. Good luck. It was in good faith. And I say that because it was in good faith. They'd have to prove that I wasn't in good faith. Good luck. Because it's not there. It was in good faith. And if they charge me, what becomes the basis? The basis for the case becomes, was Lloyd both abused? That becomes the basis for the case. I know what Lloyd's going to say. He'll be my first witness. Mr. Campbell, were you abused? Yes, I was. How did that abuse occur? I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of any of this stuff. When you have the truth, you're not scared. Hi, Amanda. So yeah, a lot of these people, they're just trying. This is just intimidation tactics, which is why I want to get into. I want to get into the new filing today. And I feel very happy we've actually got one of the people in the chat who's been filed against. She can let us know if she's been served. I don't know. This is hilarious, though, for a couple different reasons. Like, they are... For people who think they're hurting me with stuff, it's like, no, you're not hurt. You're not bothering me at all. Yeah, 311 viewers. Everyone hit the thumbs up, smash the like, or 322. So we got some on X, which if you're on X, follow me at veteran_nation. We got some on Facebook and the rest, a big bulk on YouTube. What Cincinnati girl was saying that they're talking about live currently on their channel. Bruce didn't file the suit. Stark filed the suit. Bruce just, because I don't, Bruce is not in a place to file the suit. That's what I'll say about that. I'm not going to play all my cards. But Bruce is not in a place where he can file the suit. That's why he needs Scott. Skipper BM talked about you on Meltdown's Best. He didn't mention your name, but knew who he was talking about along with Jeremy Megan. Oh, yeah, of course he does. Of course he does. He wants attention. That's what he wants. Okay. So you're going to see a lot of familiar names in this. So this was filed yesterday, civil court. We got so off the bat, this is wrong. Her legal name is not Michelle Preston. There is a Michelle Preston out there. That is not her legal name. Motion to dismiss, Your Honor. Motion to dismiss. Oh, and then H.G. Preston. Okay. Good luck. I do like what Sue put here. Is it me or is just their narrative? Yes. Yes. People who are wrong, unless if they're willing to do some self-realization, will not admit that they are wrong. What they will do is just say that their messaging is not right. And that's what Bruce, the Tulees, Milltown, Michelle, that's what they all say. Or Lynette, that's what they all say. Is, well, you're just listening to Jeremy. No, we're looking at the facts. We're looking at Lynette and John have already been found guilty in an Ohio court, and they have contempt of court guilty. And they're about to get another. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we get that second guilty this week. It's been several weeks. The Ohio judge, she tends to take about a month. So it's about that time. Yeah, we have a Veterans Affair in the chat. Go check out Kahanu's channel. He is a veteran he's been dealing with the VA denying him care, and he's got severe TBI. So definitely go check out his videos because they're really good. I will be highlighting one once he publishes it. He did show it to me. Very much obliged. And yeah. So Therese Granger, Brett Granger, Deanna West, Rex Woods, Travis Willis, and Deputy Gregory. She is suing the deputy. Okay. I cannot. This is awesome. I love this. This is so great. So this is how insane this woman is. This is how insane her freaking attorney is. Okay. They're suing the deputy for doing the right thing, for doing what he's legally obligated. He is going to be removed from this lawsuit for qualified immunity. He was doing his job. For you not to have qualified immunity, you have to show that the deputy is doing something outside or counter to the law. These people are searching for attention and money. They're desperate. I'm thanking them for the content. Thank you for the content. You guys, they are dragging this out and making it so much worse. So these are the people that this lawsuit is against. It's a frivolous lawsuit. It's my opinion. Everything on here is my opinion, except for what I read. I'll read the facts here. But yeah, frivolous lawsuit. So right here, there is no Michelle Preston in this. There's Lynette Preston, her legal name. What is Cincinnati saying? I want to show it again. I'm scrolling through. I'm not seeing any of Cincinnati's comments. I'll put it up next time I see Cincinnati make a comment. So comes now the blatant Michelle Preston, not her name, and H.G. Preston. Yeah, it's Harley Grace. We all know. And by and through their undersigned attorney files this complaint for damages. Electronically filed. So Bruce couldn't file this case. Couldn't file. I guarantee you what's going to happen is Scott is, just like the other case, Scott's going to back away and Bruce is going to step in. Bruce should be looking at some vacation property in Florida because this is going to get good. All this stuff, he's going to be down there for a while. They attacked me too. Brought up the fact that mother. Yeah, I do have these screenshots. Amanda did send them to me. Thank you for that. But yeah, they are the two Lees. Yeah, they're attacking people, personally attacking people. Block them. Better. I can't see them. Who is it? What are they doing? Here's my thing about it. Let them dig their hole. I'll let them. The Cat K. Is that the two Lees? Is that the one that's married to a felon? And he is a felon. Oh yeah. She would be a felon, but they deferred prosecution. See, I don't go after these people. They come after me, and it's like, okay, I'll make this stuff known. Hey Brian, I'm good. Got combat checks going. BM can only involve himself in 3 cases per year in Florida. Oh, then I would do countersuits. That's what I would be doing. Travis especially should be doing harassment. So we're gonna get into this. I don't want it to get too late. Beginning in or about the summer of 2023, non-parties Jeremy Hales, Martha Rizek fabricated a reality drama for content on their YouTube channel. What the Hell's centering on Planet of Miss Preston and her ex-husband with whom she resides, John Cook. The theme of What the Hell's reality drama was Bad Neighbors, and it was originated based on the false premise that Miss Preston stalked us to Otter Creek. He's still going with the reality show stuff. It's like, dude, no, this is not a show. This is real life. This is real life. Yeah, so it is not breaking news here. The two Lees already covered it. But there are a couple of tards. There are a couple of fucktards. So yeah, you're gonna get the real stuff on it here. No, I guarantee you what's gonna happen is this will be another recusal. Another recusal. Judges don't like to be embarrassed. They hate it. They hate it because it's bad. He's going to recuse himself from this case without a doubt. And they should hire, or at least one of them should hire Randy Shockett and Mark Feather, which just gives more reason for a recusal. Hales and Rizek have used Miss Preston, Miss Cook for a 4-year-old H.G. Preston as fodder for content. Fodder for content? What? Subjecting them to harassment, bullying, and defamation. Stalking, defamation, invasion of privacy, thousands of menacing and vulgar comments. But what the hell's fans on social media? Okay, well that's not Hales and Rizek. That's their fans. Go charge their fans. Messages and phone calls from strangers threatening Miss Preston. Again, go track those people down. Charge them. Simple. Making false child abuse reports, resulting in dozens of visits by CPS and protective services. They're not false. I made one. They are not false. They're not. Do you guys want some breaking news? Here's some breaking news. Something you'll only hear here. I'm the one that called Fish and Game. I called. Why? Because of what I saw in Jeremy's video of the state of that property. Again, wasn't a false complaint because Fish and Game went there and they found stuff. They found stuff. Again, I saw it in a video. I made a call. They found stuff. I'm the one that did it. I do things officially. That's what I do. I send official letters, which, oh yeah, by the way, we got a response. I actually haven't even read the response, but I got a response from one of my letters already. But again, I was seeing the corruption in Otter Creek. I was seeing the corruption of how things were going. Jeremy showed his video where John Cook pulled out the pew-pew. I saw that there was trash all over that place, and It didn't look like a healthy place for animals. So I made a call. I didn't even know there were dogs there at that point. Had I known there were dogs running around the property, I definitely would have called. But there you go. Jeremy Hales was telling people not to call. I still call. Jeremy doesn't tell me what to do. I do my own thing. So now you guys have that. Breaking news. Subjecting them to harassment, bullying. Okay. Making false child abuse resulting in dozens of visits by a child and public services who have not done their job. That was the goal. That was the actual goal, because I knew they were not going to take my complaint. That's why I said I'm going to call about Lloyd and Harley that day. I knew they weren't going to take it. There's the corruption. The fact that they wouldn't take my good faith complaint. So there you go. I made the Fish and Game not only took my complaint, but also found violations that they had to clean up. CPS wouldn't take my complaint. There's the corruption. They wouldn't take the complaint. I do want to show this comment here. Cops in Otter Creek being paid to look away. No. They're just looking the other way. They're not getting paid for it. They don't want to do the work. They do not want to do the work. We got 400 people in here, and damn it, people better be hitting the like. You better be hitting the like. You better be subscribed. And I do these pop-ups, so you better have notifications on too. But thank you for being here. I love you guys. Many people called Fish Wildlife. I know at least 3 others that called also. Yeah, but I'll happily say, yeah, I called. I made one call. There you go. Made my call. Done. Removed your comment about having footage of me in someone's truck doing the nasty. That's why I say, that's why I'm telling the moderators, don't block them. Don't block them. Let them dig their hole. Let them dig their hole. If you moderators can't take it, let me know. I can find other moderators. I'm telling you, let them go. All this is stuff we can use against them. I don't care about YouTube. I got people who are like, you need to copyright strike this one. I'll do it just to demonetize them. Once it's demonetized, I'm moving on with my life. I'm not trying to get videos taken down. You want to know why? Because they're advertising me. Madam Mayor's in here. Welcome. Love you. It's not against the law to call these agencies. That's something you're supposed to do. If you see something, say something. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dude, I was in the Marines. Guess what we do? We see something, we do something about it. And I have shown that consistency. I've followed it up with letters, with petitions. So how you can say that it's not in good faith? I'm doing a lot of work for things that are not in good faith that I'm getting no money out of. The nonprofit will get your money from your views, which, by the way, we do have memberships now. You guys can buy memberships. And if you buy a membership, you're going to get a discount code to Better Nation Foundation. So you do get something out of it. Never before currently has been another major YouTube content creator devoting their YouTube almost exclusively to targeting a private person. She's not a private person. She ran for office. Or persons, let alone elderly, poor, and disabled, with defamation, bullying. Okay, is YouTube new to you? Are you new to YouTube? That's half of YouTube right there. Targeting people. There's type in fail blog into YouTube. That's all you're going to see is people targeting private person, who, especially the elderly, poor, and disabled. Like, show me someone. Like, there's whole channels on homeless people and meth addicts. Really? Like, there's a channel out there that I actually do really enjoy. It's crackheads versus drone, and it's hilarious. It's just a guy who flies a drone over crackheads. They get mad and they're throwing stuff up in the air, and it's like it's just funny. But yeah, I'm new to your channel. Love the integrity and dedication to the good of man, women, children, and turtles. Well, I do try. Oh, and I wanted to show Deanna's comment. Heard the fleas are watching my little channel now. I appreciate their support, but using my footage about being made uncomfortable by a creeper has not been approved. Yep, exactly. You own your content. You own your content. If she had stopped when she received the order to cease and desist, we wouldn't be. Absolutely. That's why a cease and desist, and we'll get to it. Cease and desist. I remember back when he sent it, they were like, that's not binding. It's not legally binding. Oh, no, it's not. But it can be used to prove your intent. It can be used to prove maliciousness. It can be used to prove the mental state of the person, of the person who is committing the crime. I've shut down rescue sanctuaries that look better than. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for that comment. That was who was that made that comment? Bearded Man Steve. Thank you, Bearded Man Steve. Do not ever abbreviate that to BM Steve. Villainous characters in a fake reality story where they're real life persons involuntarily being made into public personas for the purpose of being targeted and destroyed. We're gonna destroy people with your YouTube content. Get over yourself. Hale's use of the channel against Miss Preston has taken such a toll on Miss Preston's time, energy, and emotions that it virtually destroyed the ability of Miss Preston and her daughter to live normal lives or spend the peaceful and joyful time together that any mother and child would consider priceless and can never be recovered or replaced. No, that would be the drug use. That would be her drug use. Yeah, as we saw you bite, Lynette, we saw you bite the pill. We know what that's about. You drug people love doing that. In addition to What the Hell's, numerous other YouTube channels have covered the Bad Neighbors fake reality story, enjoying the privilege of showing Hale's videos. I don't think I've ever shown any of Hale's videos on this channel. I don't think I have. And if I have, it's been very little content. Very little. But Bruce still thinks I was showing Jeremy's content on this channel. I didn't even reference the video that Deanna took. I was talking about Madam Mayers. I literally watched it in my office because I'll turn on YouTube sometimes for background noise and just kind of watch what's going on. And that came on. And I thought it was actually a live stream. I came home and I told my parents were visiting. Came home and told them, hey, I watched this live stream. You guys aren't going to believe it. It's crazy. And then I rewatched it with them. It wasn't edited. At least I didn't see any cuts. If anyone says it was edited, show me where the cuts are. Bring the proof. I would love for you to prove me wrong. Yeah, and Jeremy only showed Deanna's video. That just, when I saw Deanna's video, it only reaffirmed what I saw in Madam Mayers. A major storyline in Hale's Bad Neighbors fake reality drama has been that Miss Preston is an unfit mother. She is. To her special needs daughter, HG, whom she adopted at birth in 2019. A storyline advanced by Hale with dozens of defamatory videos portraying Miss Preston as crazy and her property is squalid and dangerous. No, it's not defamatory. Her property is squalid and dangerous. You're gonna get a nail in your eye. That was not Jeremy. That was not Jeremy. That was not. Doesn't matter. Jeremy wasn't there. Deanna gave him permission. Yeah, absolutely. Is Bubbles in the chat? Well, okay. Bubbles has been blocked to be here with his alt. I did block him because he was harassing me. And I do have screenshots of his harassment. And I asked him not to contact me. I told him I was blocking him. What did he do? Not less than 24 hours later, he emailed me, violating it. I could be talking to I could be talking to the authorities. I could. I haven't. I was willing to let it go. Then he came back in here and was trying to promote 2 Lees, and that's when he got blocked. I'm the cop that put the cuffs on Mr. Collins. I saw the flipping adventure video, and boy, going to be where his dad is perverted like his dad. Well, I've heard his dad is a pervert. Isn't his dad in for murder, or is it rape? It was one of those. I can't remember. Bubbles was blocking Megan today. Here's the problem with them. Like I blocked him. I'm fine. I blocked him. Moving on. I don't need his crap anymore. He will unblock Megan. I guarantee you. Okay, sexual assault. Got it. Thank you, Uncle Frank. Yeah. He will unblock Megan. Guarantee you. He can't stay away. That's the whole problem with Lynette. She can't just stop and move away. Rogue Mama, I got your stuff. I need to download it onto my computer, though. Yeah, I did, because I think we will get into that at some point. I'm just not ready yet. I think we will, just not yet. There's too many people in these things that want one-upmanship. That's what they want. Guess what? One-upsmanship in court does not do you well. It sucks. It really sucks. But if things go to court, just be quiet, be stoic, take the lumps. You will end up on top. And that's what's been going on with my case. I would love to show you guys what's been going on with my case. There was a TRO on me. It was wrong. It got removed. It was temporary. They were asking for a formal, but when I was able to do contempt of court charges, suddenly they wanted to drop the temporary restraining order. That's the way that works. I was vindicated. I will eventually show the videos of how I had to defend myself successfully. It'll just take time. It'll take time. I'm trying to. His dad is in for attempted murder of his mom, who defended him. If there are other charges, I'm not aware of them. Okay. Oh, and Uncle Frank said attempted murder and essay. They're just gross people. I'll just put that. So yeah, her property is squalid and dangerous. As a result of Save HG storyline, What the Hell's fans have made false abuse reports to Levy County Protective Services, resulting in 27 visits of the following this complaint. One YouTube host, Veteran Nation, woo woo! I gotta mention, yeah. This is gonna be. I am clipping this. This is going on the wall. It's going on the wall. See, we have a bigger. You guys, you audience, you're the Veteran Nation hashtag support squad. You guys sharing this, talking with us, you guys do so much for us. And the fact that we were to do this stuff, let's see if he mentions the petition. I bet he won't. Veteran Nation on August 12th, 2024, phoned in a CPS report during a live stream. Yes. In every case, a CPS report, no abuse, neglect, never found to take action whatsoever, yet Hales and other YouTube channels profiting off What the Hell's content continue to propagate that HG needs to be rescued. Good. Take this into a court. Freaking take this into a court. Let's take all the evidence of all the neglect of HG, if you want to call her that. We'll take it all into court. And now, guess what? Look, you are forcing the court to do something. You are forcing them to do something. Awesome. I love it. I love it when a plan comes together. Lloyd Campbell lived in his RV. Look at that. His RV. Not an RV promised to Miss Preston. His RV. On Miss Preston's property, August 2024. Pursuant to an agreement for Miss Preston to purchase his RV for $7,000 with $500 per month. Okay, where's the proof of that? Proof of it. We're going to see that in court because, again, it'll be, okay, do you have this? No, it was a verbal agreement.
You're embarrassing yourself in front of your child.
Is there any way we can get Judge Judy on this case? I would love to see Judge Judy on this. Or Judge Joe Brown, but I think he's retired. Preston would pay any remaining balance of the $200 monthly payments. Again, this seems all very laid out, so it seems like you got this written in places. Let's see. Because we've already seen Lloyd's text messages that show these to be completely false. In June, oh, and by the way, his RV possession is 9/10 of the law. It's still his RV. It doesn't matter if he had an agreement. Guess what? If no money was exchanged, he could be like, it's still my RV. I'm not doing anything about it. I want my refrigerator back. In June 2024. Campbell fell in his RV, broke his hip while drunk after providing alcohol to 3 teenagers. No one cares about that. That's high. What do I say? That's prejudicial language. Like, all he's trying to do is just persuade the court, and it's just going to be like, okay, whatever. Were there charges? Well, then stop with that stuff. Resulting in a lengthy stay in a rehabilitation center and absence from Miss Preston's property. While still in rehab recovery, Mr. Campbell was induced by Hales and Risk during a recorded phone call with What the Hell's channel. Lloyd called Jeremy to be in fear for his life from Miss Preston, so that Mr. Hales offered to send a crew of his people to retrieve Campbell's RV and other belongings from Miss Preston's property in exchange for Campbell agreeing to file a false elder abuse report against Miss Preston. I didn't hear that in the phone call. Got any proof of that? Instead of leaving the RV in accordance with his contract with Miss Preston, Campbell arranged with Hales to rescue the RV and other possessions from Miss Preston's property, a pretext orchestrated by Hales to have his people gain entry in Miss Preston's property. What's funny about this is he's making these wild claims, but in the federal case where there's proof of stuff, and he knows there's proof of stuff, he's like, oh yeah, this is completely unfounded. Completely unfounded. Oh, dare they do it? Oh, nerds. Is this who I think it is? Is that Stu? Stu can't stay away. Stu loves me. He loves me. He's Stu is a fan still today. Big professional wrestling fan. You should stick to wrestling podcasts. You should go. The Undertaker does a podcast too. You should go check out The Undertaker. On Sunday, August 12th, while Miss Preston was at her home property with her 4-year-old, HE defendant, Levy County Sheriff Gregory arrived unannounced, accompanied by defendants Willis, Granger, Woods, and West, and informed Miss Preston they were there to retrieve the RV and property supposedly belonged to Campbell. Ms. Preston and HG were terrified and intimidated by having 5 people and an armed sheriff's deputy suddenly appear and disrupt their peace and privacy. The deputy was there for a peaceful exchange of goods. It's quite normal. Quite normal. Oh, we got 516 people in here. Let's see. Bulk are on YouTube. We've got some on Twitter or X. So please like, share, subscribe, retweet, all that good stuff. I appreciate it. Hales orchestrated the invasion of Miss Preston's property to occur. I'm sounding like what's his name from Caddyshack. It's easy to grin when your ship comes in. To occur when she was the only person on her property at the time of the arrival of the defendant, as was known to all defendants. Was there another adult nearby? Was there one at work? Was there one at Herschel's? Where were the other adults? Oh, they all fled. They fled for their safety or were taken away in handcuffs. With the assistance of defendant Gregory to ensure Ms. Preston could not interfere with the invasion of her property, defendants Willis Granger Woods. Willis Granger Weston Woods. We got 2 G's and 3 W's there. I love that. Proceeded to take anything they claimed to belong to Campbell. No, actually, they didn't take anything. Anything that was not in dispute, there you go. Anything that was in dispute, the deputy made them leave. Lloyd had a bill of sale. He had a receipt for the refrigerator. That to me, that was what was wrong with the whole thing. With no opportunity for Miss Preston to discuss the RV or any other items with Campbell, all she did was discuss. She never shut the frick up from even speaking. Why did Mr. Campbell need to speak with Miss Preston? And she had to speak to him. In fact, at the end she walked up to the thing and gave the necklace that Harley Grace that he'd given Harley Grace. So shut up. That's just stupid. Stupid. Suddenly we waited 2 hours to meet. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to be. See, now you all are getting me liquored up and singing. The summer wind came blowing in. Hales chose defendants Granger and Willis as his people to retrieve Mr. Campbell's RV because they have active YouTube channels. What? He wasn't even broadcasting. I recorded, but I don't think he broadcast any of it. I'm a little bit behind on Willis's stuff, only because I've been busy. While on Miss Preston's property, the defendants wandered her property, taking video footage of private locations, even threatening to video HG until... No, the only person who even suggests that was Lynette. In fact, Madam Mayor tried her darndest to... I don't think she got Harley Grace on camera once. Like, she was clearly not trying to video Harley Grace. And what did Miss Preston do? She was immediately gonna lock the child in a camper by herself. Like, and she was quite comfortable with it. And then we had the young adults who also said, "Oh yeah, she locks the child up all the time." Lloyd even said she locks her up all the time. Most of the time, the child is locked up. So yeah, Miss Preston felt helpless, violated, and was terrified that her daughter would someday affected. Well, she didn't seem terrified. She seemed quite mad and screaming at people. Prior to the unannounced invasion of her property on April 12th, there was no prior attempt or communication by Campbell. They were, again, as Deanna said, they were there for 2 hours, standing outside for 2 hours. The Levy County, like, they don't have to. It's Lloyd's stuff. It admits he was a tenant. That would be like if I was renting this house and I left and then came back to get all my stuff, or have someone come into this house and get my stuff. Like, I'm renting here. I can do that. I can be like, yeah, go get my stuff for me. I can legally do that. Like, you don't have to tell your landlord. Your landlord has to tell you if they're going to come into your space. That's what has to happen. Or arrange his people to arrange with Miss Preston to have Campbell's property picked up. The surprise invasion was an integral part of the defendant's... Get over yourself. There was no basis for any of defendants to reasonably believe it was necessary to have an armed deputy sheriff. It's quite common. It's called a peaceful exchange. Armed deputy sheriff or any security or conduct a surprise invasion of Miss Preston's property to get Campbell's property. They needed the deputy there. They did. The deputy even told them, "On the property because Lloyd's not here. You'll have to get him or come back another time." What did they do? They went and got Lloyd and brought him. So obviously, they did need the deputy sheriff there. Rescuing these lasers. Rescuing Campbell's RV and possessions was a pretext for Hales to have his people surprise and intimidate Miss Press video footage of her property for broadcast on YouTube, as was all defendants. We already had video of her property. The fishing game. We know it's a dump. Trust me, we knew it was a dump. We didn't need more proof that it was. We know she shit in a bucket. Le bouquet poupée. You can fancy it up. You're still shitting in a Home Depot bucket. Oh, we got Eric in the house. Over the next several days, what the hell's defendant Therese Granger's YouTube channel, Madam Mayor's Adventures. Good plug. As well as numerous other channels propagating Hale's fake reality storyline to profit from it. Broadcast the video footage procured during the invasion of Miss Preston's property. We got over 500 people. Everyone, please hit the like, share, subscribe. We got some. Do I need to highlight any of these? I'm trying to look. I'm looking for haters. Oh, we got Stu. Who do we call today? I don't know. Probably the process server. I was supposed to be served with papers today, they said. I got no papers. We were watching it again first on the other live stream. You're a screamer, huh? Good for you, girl. Okay. Yeah. Oh, here we go. They're actually admitting to the bad living conditions. Yeah. Again, all this is going to do is show that it's a dump. The video is going to be used in court, Your Honor. That's a dump. Look at the trash. Look at the overgrown weeds. That is a dump. The story on all channels broadcasting the property invasion footage was that HG was in danger as evidenced by the cluttered property condition. Duh. And based on other false statements of channel hosts, and Save HG sprang up from the what the hell's fan base as a result. Again, no, it was hashtag Save Harley. That's what it was. Hashtag Save Harley. Get it right. Come on. You can't get the facts right? Hales fabricated the story of the supposed emergency removal proceeding court action being pursued by the biological family to remove HG from her mother, causing thousands of fans to call for Miss Preston's loss. So thousands of people are calling for her to lose the child. That's what you're proving here. Great. Oh, my God, who gave all these memberships? Angry Vet. Thanks, dude. Look at that. He gave 50 memberships. Dude, you rock. All you people are going to get a 5% off for Better Nation Foundation. These old people need guidance. They need phone numbers. Okay. Stu is he's just commenting it up. I love it. He's just giving comments. Dear YouTube, please promote Veteran Nation. That's what you're doing, Stu. Thank you. I appreciate it. Big fan of the show, Stu. Stu obviously is. You guys are only listening to Jeremy Hales. Yeah, forget about, the court in Ohio that's already found her guilty of not just stalking, but also of contempt of court. Yeah, that happened. Angry Vet is such an awesome dude. If you guys aren't okay, he just gifted you a membership, you need to go to @the_Angry_Vet and sub to him. He was just found guilty in a Baltimore court for wiretapping because he pulled out his phone just like this to record his VA doctor saying, I'm not going to treat you anymore. That is BS. That is not wiretapping. What? Oh. So go. Excuse me. Go subscribe to the Angry Vet. He's a little bit gruff. Kevin, you are gruff, but he's a sweetheart. Deep down, he's a sweetheart doing things to help other people. He could take all the BS that's happened to him and he could lash out at people. You know what he's doing? He started a nonprofit. He started a nonprofit called SCARS. So him and veterans and civilians, we can protect the rights of this country. That is SCARS 501, correct? .com, I believe is the website. Do you know how much strength it takes to say, you know what? All this bad stuff is being done to me. I'm going to turn this into a good thing. I'm going to turn it into a good thing. SCARS501.org. There we go. Thank you, Kevin. What the hell's videos have repeatedly raised false questions about the legality of Miss Preston's adoption of HG. Further caused fans to call for Miss Preston's child to be taken for her. Yeah, it's a legal guardianship. According to Bruce, that's defamation. It's a legal guardianship. It's a legal guardianship. It's a legal guardianship. It's also adoption, but it's also a legal guardianship. It's a legal guardianship. Suck it, nerd. A Veterans Affair media. Oh my God, Stu is a special case. Everyone, Stu, what? Hold on here. What was your X account? I've got it here. Where is it here? No, that's not it. So, since Stu is going to do so much to help promote our channel here, this is Stu's X account. He does reviews of movies and pro wrestling. So that's at Stu, STUPENDUS 989, and he also writes for Critical Blast. Go check out his stuff. Stu wants attention. Give him the attention. Show the comics. Are there comics still? I don't see any comics. I just see a link to Critical Blast. That's all I see. Sorry. So yeah, go check out Stu. If you give him stuff to do, I'm sure his wife will appreciate it. What the hell's videos have repeatedly raised false allegations? Oh wait, no, we read that one. Following the broadcast of the video footage of Miss Preston's property on What the Hell's and Madam Mayor's Adventures, CPS visited Miss Preston three times, bringing the total such visits from calls to CPS relying on What the Hell's to 27. In every case, clearing Miss Preston of any abuse or neglect. No, there's actually a case plan. There was. No, don't ban him, Angry Vet. Unless if he starts attacking people, then you can ban him. But don't ban him. Let him. Trust me, he's known. He's known to people. Let him dig his own hole. Miss Preston received a visit from the Elder Abuse Unit based on a false report abused by Mr. Campbell. Mr. Campbell was the one abused, which was induced by Hales and Rizek in furtherance of their scheme to have his people invade Miss Preston's property. You did it in quotes once before, dude. You don't have to keep doing it. Don't ban me. Listen to their master. No, I thought Jeremy Hales was our master, Stu. Which we can't all be the master. We can only have one master. The reason for arranging a crew of his people to enter Mr. Preston's property that Campbell feared for to and a pretext to gain entry for the purpose of videoing the property, broadcasting the footage as part of Save HG storyline created to generate content and views on what the hell. Well, he was robbed. $300 was taken. Even Miss Preston agrees with that. So how is that not elder abuse? That's a record. Stu wouldn't be able to hack it in the military. Oh no, he wouldn't. I don't think he can hack it in a pro wrestling camp. You know, even when the fight, he couldn't. He wouldn't be up to the task. As a result of the defense, the world have called for the removal of HG's parental custody based on nothing more than seeing YouTube videos on What the Hell's and other channels broadcasting the invasion footage. Did this dude just cut and paste over and over? This is quite lazy. Oh, we get another plug. Another plug. As a result of the defendant's actions, one channel, Veteran Nation, during a live stream on August 20th, 2024, started a Change.org petition to have HG taken from Ms. Preston, which more than 300 viewers immediately signed with no personal knowledge and made a live false CPS report over the phone while streaming. As a result of the defendant's biological sister, okay. Why am I not listed in action then? If I'm the one extending this, see, he's showing his cards without showing his cards. He knows I'm ready for a lawsuit. Like I'm begging for a lawsuit from him. Why? I've already told you. Because I'm here in California. I'll immediately do a countersuit of an anti-SLAPP lawsuit. In federal court, his thing is going to be thrown out, and then he'll have to pay me. He's avoiding. He doesn't want to have to pay me. Now he'll gladly stick his client's neck out. He's not going to stick his neck out. Notice that. Always, always, always be suspect to people who want you to do things. Always. If they're not willing to do it, you should immediately be suspect of it. As a result of the defendant's actions, biological sister of HG's birth father started a scam GoFundMe. I don't know how it's a scam. They said it was for lawyer fees, and it's being used for lawyer fees. Madam Mayor, Deanna, if this goes forward, could you please make me a witness? I'd love to be a witness. I'd love to be able to talk about the threats from the attorney. I would love to be able to do that on the stand. I'm a good witness. Because I can contain myself and not yell guilty and point. For a supposed case. No, there is a case with unnamed lawyers. Well, they didn't have a lawyer at the time. That's what the money was for, dummy. To get HG legally removed from Miss Preston's custody. It was the second such GoFundMe by the aunt. The prior one having been shut down and donations returned. I have been contacted by an aunt in the family, is what I'll say. And I think this weekend, I've got to verify some things, but there might be an interview by not one of Harley Grace's aunts. Oh no, but by Miss Preston's family. And there might be an interview coming this weekend. So stay tuned. We have 490 people here. We're all making money off the hails. What now, but
join the army.
In fact, Jenny Consuerga of Miami Law Group on June 10th filed a petition for adoption information on behalf of Olga Nelson. Okay, so supposed case. There is no. They're literally doing a case, and the lawyer is named. So in one paragraph, you debunked yourself, you moron.
I do not videos because they are not fun. They're not funny.
I'm illegally using the likeness of her voice.
I plead the fifth.
So I'm waiting for my lawsuit. In fact, attorney Jenny could petition on behalf of Olga Nelson, the aunt, seeking an order from this court which would grant petitioner and her undersigned counsel with the access records and information otherwise sealed in the above styled adoption case. The court entered an order directing the petitioner to provide a written response addressing several of the court's concerns. How many court cases is Lynette going to have? On September 3rd, 2024, Attorney Consuegra, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, filed the order response in which she acknowledged that DCF had been contacted numerous times with no action taken, justifying the filing by claiming that the petitioner believes that the Department of Children and Families considers these calls as his or bids for public attention. Attorney Consuegra knew from her experience as a family law practitioner that no standing existed for the aunt or anyone else to attempt to access the adoption file, and that Miss Nelson's status as the sister of the birth gave up HG for adoption had no more cognizable interest in the adoption by virtue of that relation than any stranger. Okay, this whole paragraph is, why is it even here? It has no bearing on this case. None whatsoever. This is not a finding for the court. This is finding for a court in Saratoga County. It has no bearing on this case. The next one looks like it's going to have no bearing on this case. Attorney Consuegra filed the petition purposely with us to learn the identity of Miss Preston, adoption lawyer, for purpose of serving a copy of the petition, so there could be no interference with the emergency removal proceeding. Hales was informing his audience was taking place. She could have easily contacted any number of persons to try to learn the identity of counsel to serve a copy of the petition. Well, okay, Bruce, you are Lynette's attorney. I asked you if you were going to show me those documents. You didn't send me a PDF. You sent me pictures that Lynette took. Even you don't have these. So why would they contact you or any other attorney? Apparently you guys don't have them. Lynette's only going to take pictures of them. And those pictures, there were issues with them. I'll just say that. There were issues with them. Attorney Consuegra conducted no investigation. She's not obliged to. She's not an investigator. She's an attorney. To determine the veracity of any information from Miss Nelson, despite you've taken no investigation to determine the veracity of anything Lynette has said. Despite that, it would have been simple to contact a number of persons, given that the entire matter is being covered on YouTube, and contact information for those with knowledge was easily available. Not for this case. The judge informed Attorney Consuegra that she would need to provide a valid basis for accessing the adoption filed for the aunt. Attorney Consuegra, for financial remuneration, signed and filed a frivolous response in which she reported to argue that the aunt had some legally cognizable interest or standing to file the adoption. Okay, again, argumentative, does not belong here. This has nothing to do with any of the defendants that you're naming. On information and belief, the aunt paid Attorney Consuegra with a portion of the funds to raise a GoFundMe campaign to save Harley Grace. This was done way before the actions they're discussing, and likely retained some of the funds for her own use. Okay, again, argumentative, really doesn't matter. All defendants knew of or were complicit in Hale's scheme. Okay, Hale's now it's this scheme. Property evasion, the taking of the RV, the false CPS reports, the involvement of a family law attorney to file something in court to lend a kernel of truth for Hales to claim there was an emergency removal proceeding in progress was part of a common scheme in which all defendants willingly participated. Okay, well, none of that is... You'll see he's trying to do what's being done to him. Count one, conversion. The defendant's act in taking the RV from Miss Preston's property was unauthorized authorized by Ms. Preston. Didn't have to be. She had no claim to it. Any claim that she had, she needed for it. Defendant's removal of the RV deprived Ms. Preston of her property. You already said it was Lloyd's in this, so you've already conceded it was Lloyd's, and that she had already paid a significant portion of the purchase, had the right to complete the purchase. Okay, bring those receipts. I guarantee your client's not going to have their receipts. She couldn't even say what she had in her own filing in a deposition. You have an idiot for a client. Mr. Preston had the ownership interest in the RV pursuant to her contract with Ms. Campbell. Oh, I'd love to see this contract. I'd love to see it. Provide it. The removal of the RV from the property and resultant deprivation was against Ms. Property's ownership interest. Okay, well, good luck proving it. Defendant Willis received a letter from Ms. Preston's counsel informing him of Ms. Preston's claim to the RV. Yeah, why'd you send me that? I didn't want that. And warning him to preserve it, as he had aired a video on What You Doing Willis promoting a fundraiser to purchase the RV from Campbell for a donation to a veteran. Okay, now it's legal. In response to receiving counsel's letter, Willis aired a video showing him giving the RV away. Oh, darn. It's gone. It's gone. As a result of the conversion of the RV by the defendants, Ms. Preston suffered damages. What damages? All defendants knew that they were, as you said in your filing, Bruce, there is no damages here. She hasn't even provided any proof of damages in this filing. All defendants knew they were entering Ms. Preston on a pretext for the purpose of wandering around and videotaping the property in condition for clutter to broadcast. No, they were there to get the guy's stuff, and that's what they did. Such video footage in conjunction with fabricated Save SG storyline for What the Hales. Well, What the Hales didn't tell me to do anything. I did what I did all on my own. In fact, I did counter to what the Hales was publicly saying. So I'm a man of my own free will. All defendants intruded on Miss Preston's property and privacy by entering for pretextual reasons and then wandering and videoing. As a result of the invasion of her privacy, Miss Preston and HE have suffered damages. What damages? What damages? All defendants knew the purpose of the pretextual entry on Miss Preston's property was to obtain video footage of her property. No. Several of them weren't even videotaping. And the ones that were there to record the condition of his stuff. And his trailer was trashed. If anyone suffered damages, it was Lloyd. All defendants knew and intended the video footage was to be broadcast on What the Hales, Madam Mayor's Ventures, other YouTube channels. Well, what other YouTube channels? Because I didn't show it. Regularly rebroadcast content What the Hell's related to the Bad Neighbors fake storyline. This is why I badly want to be like, oh, I hope this goes to court. And I hope I can be a witness. Because he still is getting facts wrong. And I would love to get on the stand like, no, that's not true. It's absolutely not true. Make him look a fool. The video footage depicted private areas and revealed private information that a reasonable person would not want publicized. Was in public interest. Everything that they showed is all visible from the road. As a result of the broadcast, the video footage depicting Miss Preston's property and publicly revealing private information, Miss Preston suffered damages. In fact, the deputy even said, do not go on her curtilage. So the deputy was there to protect her privacy, and he did. Defendants conspired. Oh, yeah, they conspired. To enter Miss Preston's property on pretext of retrieving Campbell, but for ulterior unlawful purposes. The defendants conspired to invade Miss Preston's privacy and video Miss Preston's property for the purpose of rebroadcasting the footage of the Hell's, Madam Mayor Ventures, and other YouTube channels. Again, I want to see these other YouTube channels. I don't know the one. Well, Two Lee's, the one that you went on, I think they showed it. I know for a fact Slug was shown. As a result of the unlawful acts and overt actions. See, okay, Stu is in a panic. I love this. Stu's in such a panic. I didn't need to call anyone. I wrote a letter, Stu, and they responded. They're paying attention. That's what you guys don't like, is that you don't like that there are things out there. Mike, the only thing I personally have questioned you on did you take down? I won't discuss it down again here, but you and I know what it was. Let's just say it involved copyright law and fair use. I have made copyright claims against people who've used my stuff. I haven't, like, initially you have to ask for it being taken down. What they do is they ask the other party to dispute. When they dispute it and claim fair use, what happens is it gets demonetized. And I'm perfectly okay with that. A letter like Paul Hembry. No, Paul Hembry is an idiot. He was attesting to things that were not like that the court wasn't doing. Like he couldn't give anything specific. I watched the video. I talked about specific things in my call. Thanks for the kind words. You guys are going to bed. You have a good one. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I do have my copyright statement up. I do. As a result of unlawful actions and overt actions and furtherance of the conspiracy, all defendants are liable for the damages to Miss as a result of the invasion of her property and broadcast of her video footage taken during the invasion. This thing's going to get so thrown out. Count 5. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. Actions of defendants were extreme and dangerous or outrageous. The actions of defendant were intentional. The defendants knew or should have known that their actions would cause a reasonable person to suffer emotional distress. The plaintiff suffered a severe emotional distress as a result of the actions of the defendants, resulting in CPS calls by people who saw the footage of Miss Press property. Yeah, because it was a pigsty, and were influenced to make false reports. Again, if we saw it, it's not a false report. If we saw it, again, you can make a complaint over CCTV footage. You see a woman slapping her child on CCTV footage, call the freaking CPS. The plaintiff suffered severe emotional distress as a result of being terrified. No, she causes herself severe emotional distress because she just won't go get a therapist. That's what she needs. And claim of emergency removal for reactions to that. Count 6 against Sheriff Gregory. At all times relevant, Gregory was acting under the color of law. Defendant Gregory could have notified Miss Preston in advance of his property and enabled to arrange for her without unannounced evasion. Didn't have to. That's not a law. Defendant Gregory used his authority to force Miss Preston to endure invasion of her property, peace, and tranquility by 5 hostile individuals. No one did anything hostile. And again, they were invited by the legal tenant. So it was lawful. Defendant Gregory knew that the other... Why isn't he calling him Deputy Gregory? Knew the other defense were using the retrieval of Miss Campbell's RV as pretext to gain access from Miss Preston's property for ulterior purposes, including videoing the property. How would he know that? How would he know? Are you saying he was in on this game? Defendant Gregory's presence unilaterally permitting other defendants to invade Miss Preston's property under his guard constituted an unreasonable seizure. Defendant Gregory knew that other defendants had no right to enter Miss Preston's property and, in fact, issued trespass citations to each of them after they completed their invasion and left the property, despite they had entered the property with permission and under guard. That happens all the time. Once Lloyd left the property, none of them had reason to be there anymore. Preston could issue a trespass. I believe they could challenge it because you have to be on and remain after being told to leave. And Deputy Gregory they were able to go. And when their business was done, they left. That's the thing about trespass. If you have business there, you have a right to be there. You do. And because Lloyd had business there and was extending it to them, they all had business there. Defendant Gregory's action violated 42 U.S.C. 1983 by depriving Ms. Preston of her rights under the 4th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution to be free of unreasonable search and seizure. He didn't search and he didn't seize. So that's going to get tossed. Defendant Gregory's conduct was actual cause of harm to Ms. Preston H.G. Wherefore, the plaintiffs asked for the following relief under Florida law: intentional infliction, emotional distress, and a privacy conversion, invasion of privacy, U.S. Code 1983. That actually should be filed in a federal court, not a local civil court. There is some strategy that Bruce is doing for this. I do. Like he's filing this to get it thrown out in civil court so that he can take it to the federal court. That's what he's doing. Economic damage, exemplary damages, punitive damages, costs, attorney's fees, plus any further relief. She's got no attorney's fees. We can prove she's got donated. Further relief to this is just improper. So there you have that one. Do we want to get into the federal motion, or should we wait and do that another night? I will let the people decide. We've been going an hour and a half. That one is longer. I am kind of on the thing of let's do that one on another night. What do you think? I do have a guest coming on tomorrow, and I can do it after the guest. What do you guys think? I got Star says go for it. Max Lab says yes. What are the rest of you? Stacy Schmidt says let's do it. I got 476 people here, and I've only got 4 people who've answered. That's okay. I love you folks. 476. Most of you guys are on YouTube. We got some on X, though. This cretin is locked up, which I would never condone, but she's a monster. Oh, she's the worst. Okay, we got one tomorrow. Not at 3 a.m. So here's what I'll do. Okay, what I'm here. This is gonna be. Well, no. A part of me wants to end the live and then restart it with a different name. So then those who want to go to bed, but it's an hour and 31 in. Okay, I got go for it. Yes, do it later for us East Coasters. Let's do it. Do it. See, I do want your guys' comments. So how about we do that one tomorrow night? Let's do that one tomorrow night, because there's going to be people who want to watch this. And I don't want to get too long, because then people don't want to watch the replay if it gets too long. And we're at an hour and 31 minutes. I had people who wanted to come on the show, and while I love having them, I knew this would get longer. I really did. I knew it would get longer. So let's put a pin in this, and we'll do it tomorrow. And it'll be at 6 o'clock West Coast time. So 9 o'clock for you East Coasters. I'm going to have a guy. He's going to come on for a little bit. And then we'll go into this. And yes, if my guests want to come in after I do the federal case tomorrow, I'll have you guys in. And then we can talk about everything. How's that sound? Yeah. I'm kind of going with let the audience leave them wanting more. So mark your calendars. Oh, wait, no, tomorrow I don't have a guest. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So, yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. So let's do it tomorrow at 9, or actually, no, let's do 8 p.m. Eastern. Does that sound good? 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. I like that. I think that'll be good. And plus, we want Bruce to be able to see. He's on the other side of the globe. He needs to be able to tune in. He loves watching the show. The two Lees, they need content. We don't want to ruin all their content. We don't want to overload them. So that's that part. Tug and Megan will be on the same time as you. Well, maybe we should do 9 then. So that way, as they end, people can watch them and then come in. So, okay. I don't want to. Well, you know what? Tug and Megan have plenty of viewers. We'll just go. We'll do 8 o'clock Eastern, 8 Eastern. We'll stick with that. And if you want to watch Tug and Megan, that doesn't bother me. Go watch them. Go watch Jeremy's videos, and then you can come back and catch the replay. I'm good with that. I'll miss your comments. I will say that. So yeah, 2000 hours East Coast time. So that'll be 5 o'clock Pacific time. 6. Or no, that would be 7 Central. 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Oh yeah, Tug is on vacation, so we could only be stepping on Megan then. I don't like doing it. I don't like stuff. I like being able to watch their stuff too. I love it when I can be in their stuff and commenting. But yeah, so that's what we'll do. I have to take this dog outside because she's gonna have to go potty, and then we're gonna have to get ready for bed. But I thank you all for being here, especially Stu, our our sweet little special Stu. He 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 loves being
You're
here.
really retarded.
He loved the attention. He really needed the attention.
It makes me upset. It makes me have anxiety.
Not me.
It triggers me in other ways, and I cannot deal with it.
I need to clip that part. Just deal with it and use that. All right, you folks, you've been great tonight. Thank you so much for all the support. I love you guys. You guys keep fighting. Keep pushing out the Harley Gray stuff. As you can see, it really bothers them. It really bothers them. We're getting to them. They're the ones losing it. We're not. I'm laughing. I want to be a witness. I do you know how much a trip to Florida how awesome that would be for me? Turtle Stew. Who is this Stew? Oh, here. Stew has, I'll show you again his, where'd it go? So he Stew movie and film reviews. There you go. Stupendous. That's spelled Stupendus 989. He's up there in Michigan. He likes doing reviews and he likes commenting. He really does not like Jeremy. He hates Jeremy. And I just find it funny. I'm like, okay, I can bother you way more than you can ever bother me. Just like how Slug said. Slug was going to try to have me have a mental breakdown. Never happened. I didn't have it. He did. All right, folks. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you go to Veteran Nation Foundation and buy yourself some merch, especially if you got gifted a membership tonight. You have the discount code for 5% off. Go buy yourself a coffee mug or a T-shirt or some stickers. And also, if there's something on, if you don't like the stuff I got on there and you have something you want me to put on there, some ideas, let me know. Yeah. Oh, yes. Stu does all that content on copyrighted stuff. Amazing, isn't it? So you guys all have a great one. Thank you very much. And as usual, thank you for being worth serving.